So first of all, I know that this is a little bit weird. I am not in my normal office. I'm not talking on my normal mic. It's probably pretty echoey. As of right now, I am actually getting the floors redone in my office. So sorry that we are a little bit more echoey. However, I have some good news because I have seen, I have played, I have looked at, and I have a ton of information about Modern Warfare 2 starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will have videos on my channel. That is the time for the worldwide reveal for Modern Warfare 2. So on the channel, there's going to be a ton of information coming over the next few days. We have information on campaign, characters, multiplayer, basically you name it. So make sure you have notifications on, have subscription on, all of that kind of jazz. Now, as far as today's video goes, I actually recorded this before I saw Modern Warfare 2, and it is all my predictions for the game revolving around the story, revolving around characters, revolving around things like that. Now, normally I'm pretty good at making predictions, but this time we went way off the rails with various different things. You'll see. I have some pretty strong predictions about what's going to happen in this game. But before we dive into those, I have to tell you about today's video sponsor. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is not where I normally work. I'm kind of out on the road right now. But one thing that I always bring with me is my Ridge wallet. This thing is absolutely amazing. On top of that, it's basically indestructible. It comes with a lifetime warranty, so you never have to worry about that. It comes in over 30 different colors, all of which look absolutely awesome. Here's another example of one of them that they sent me. There's room in this wallet for 12 different cards, but on top of that, there's also a little area on the back that you can keep your money in. It's RFID blocking, and this thing is just amazing. It's sleek, compact, fits in your pocket super easily. But what's awesome is that's not the only thing Ridge has. They also have things like backpacks, duffel bags, and basically a lot of stuff for when you're out, when you're on the go, things that just work and are incredibly good quality. My personal favorite thing is the duffel bag. Use this thing all the time. The material is amazing. So check out the first link down below if you want to get yourself a Ridge wallet or check out any of their other products. For Father's Day, they are doing the code INK. You can save yourself 15% off your entire order. So if you want to check that out, first link down below and use code INK. And thank you, Ridge, for sponsoring the video. So essentially, there are 5 different predictions that I have here, all revolving around mainly individual characters that we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. The first one is an interesting one because it isn't actually a character we saw, it's a character that we heard about. And that is, of course, General Shepard. The main time that you hear about him is at the very end of the campaign.
You took a big bite out of that problem, John.
For now. But left unchecked.
It won't be. General Shepard pulled the files you asked for. What exactly is this about?
A task force.
At this point, he is essentially brought up to greenlight the Task Force 141 project, just like he did in the original Modern Warfare series. He's also mentioned one other time in the campaign, but what I find more interesting about this is actually what happened in one of the seasons during Modern Warfare 2019. At this point, Shadow Company was introduced as basically paid-for mercenaries going into Verdansk. If you know anything about the original Modern Warfare 2, this is who General Shepard hired to then do his bidding and fight essentially against Task Force 141. So my first prediction, and it's a wild one, I am willing to bet that General Shepard will be in Modern Warfare 2, and I wouldn't be surprised if once again he turned on Task Force 141. This second one is even further out there because at this point we don't really know who the bad guys are going to be in Modern Warfare 2. However, if we follow Modern Warfare 2019, we know of the forces being called Al-Qatala. These were the ones that were in Urzikstan and that Farah and Hadir for a point fought against. Now, if Al-Qatala is to return, one of the things that we saw at the end of the campaign last time was the introduction of Khalid al-Assad. This was one of the main bad guys going into Verdansk, and also one of the characters that we learned the least about. If you followed my channel at that point, I had the prediction that Hadir was actually Khalid al-Assad. There's a lot of evidence backing that up, and if you'd like to see a video on that moving forward, I'm definitely willing to do so. Just let me know down in the comments, maybe hit that like button. But as far as this goes, what I am guessing here is in the campaign, there's going to be some sort of new bad guy. We don't know who that is as of yet, but then once that bad guy is taken out, similar to the end of Modern Warfare 2019, a new character is once again going to be introduced. I am guessing that it's once again Khalid al-Assad. However, this time they make it clear that Khalid al-Assad is actually Hadir. That is my guess. It's out there. It's quite a wild one, but that is my guess. After this, one thing that we haven't had yet in the Modern Warfare reboot is the death of a character. We kind of assumed at the end of the campaign that Alex would be the one that died. However, as we found out in one of the later seasons, he somehow made it out of the building explosion, just simply missing his leg. Other than that, he was A-OK and was brought back to fight alongside Task Force 141. So my next prediction is that we will definitely have a character die in the campaign. My guess as to who it is going to be Kyle Garrick, aka Gaz. Now the reason why I think this is because in Modern Warfare 2019, he was the character that was kind of brought forth as Captain Price's apprentice, the person who was brought along and taught everything Captain Price knew. If we go back to the previous Modern Warfare franchise where we had Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, Soap McTavish played that role as Captain Price's apprentice. And then in Modern Warfare 3, he was the one that is killed. So my prediction, if it doesn't happen in this game, then definitely by the next Modern Warfare game would be when Kyle Garrick is dead. However, if it isn't Gaz, I'm guessing one of the other main characters is going to be taken out. I don't think it's going to be Ghost because he's kind of like the main title character for the game right now. I'd be pretty surprised if they did it to him. It could be possible that they do it to the new character, Alejandro, as he's not really connected to the rest of the story too much. But I definitely think one character is going to die, and my prediction is Gaz. The final thing that we have to talk about is characters that we have not yet seen in any of the teasers or anything along those lines. The first of which is, of course, Alex. Alex hasn't been seen in any of the promotional material. However, I'm willing to bet, my prediction is that he is going to be in the game. However, I think they may do something more along the lines of a cameo, kind of like what they did with Nikolai in Modern Warfare 2019. Once again, another prediction is that Nikolai will also be returning in the same role. Generally speaking, when he works alongside Captain Price, he kind of plays the driver role where he's flying the helicopter, driving the car, that kind of thing. I'm willing to bet that he once again returns, and another character that we could also be looking for is Komarov. Now, if you have any other predictions as to what characters we could see return, maybe some of the DLC characters or things along those lines, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. As for now, those are my predictions. The biggest ones, of course, being the Khalid al-Assad and the General Shepard predictions. At this point, I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say, any predictions that you have for the story or things along those lines. I didn't go in depth with any multiplayer things or map ideas or anything like that. This is simply the storyline, the things that I think are going to be brought into place with the story for this game. So let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, always appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, like what you see, want to stay up to date on everything, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. We've got plenty more Modern Warfare 2 content coming, especially tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making it.